which are being used to record the new Spurs Amazon Prime series.
That is so sick.
I'm sure you
That
will
is unreal.
Strange.
What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video today once again, and obviously this video stems from the ones that we have taken a look at, where we took a look at the biggest 20 stadiums in all of the UK in terms of footballing, and then all 92 English Football League stadiums. And today we are going to take a look at one specific one. It is the newest stadium, the newest addition to the Premier League, and one that everyone says is absolutely insane. It looks insane, and so we're actually going to just take a look at a tour of the stadium from, I think, another YouTuber, which also, I guess I didn't really even read his name, but definitely go subscribe to him, because this video here looks like it's going to be amazing. 15 minutes long. It's going to be one of those exciting ones, taking a look at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I wish they had an actual name to it that wasn't just Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but obviously located in London. It's going to be one of the bigger stadiums, I feel like, there, and it's a spectacle to behold. And could have NFL games there too, so the stuff that we could be watching for the NFL could also be taking place there as well. So you guys let me know your thoughts on the video down in the comments below, and let's get into it. As well, guys, you can find the original video just down in the description below.
Right then, guys, how's it going, and welcome back to a new stadium tour. Today we are outside of the brand new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the new Spurs Stadium. I'm going in there on a stadium tour, and as always, I'm taking you guys with me. Now, I've done a few on the channel now, so make sure to check them out, but I have never been in here before.
Just look at it though, like, that's such a beautiful, like, it's so aesthetically pleasing with how it looks on the outside.
I cannot wait to go in. So let's get going. Yes, guys, welcome to the brand new Tottenham
There's like a little walk up to it.
Stadium. As always, before heading inside, I did take a look around the ground.
My
you can
goodness,
just see
it just
here,
looks so
after
great.
stepping off the bus, how big the stadium looks. The front of the stadium has TV screens and photos of the Tottenham Hotspur players, along with the club shop, which we will be going in shortly to start our tour, but we'll take a quick walk around the stadium first. Round the back is the Lily White House, which is home to the Technical College and admin offices for Spurs.
Oh, I didn't know there was like a connected addition to it as well. That's so... He literally says, like, this little, like, extra side. So this must be where maybe Tottenham's, like, would it be like staff? Or like all the, like, essentially people who work
in the sky
Tottenham
is a bridge
club,
linking
over
club to the stadium. And this is my favourite shot that I got from outside the stadium, from left to right. It looks fantastic. The amount of glass used, I think, makes it look so futuristic. Heading back to the front of the stadium, the imprint of the cockerel is everywhere, along with welcome signs in loads of different languages. You can also see some stairs that lead right up to the front of the stadium, which were closed on the day. But it is now time to head back into the club shop and get started on our stadium tour. I collected my tour pass before getting a chance to look around.
Stadium tours like these, I think, are so dope.
The largest
to see the little ins and outs of every little bit of a new stadium.
They did have some pretty cool things, including signed footballs and signed Spurs shirts, before sitting down in front of this humongous screen
we got a tour guide.
Introduced to our tour guides.
My name's Keith, by the way. My name's Keith. I'll be on the tour with Nathan. Nathan and I will be with you on the tour.
Keith let us know that where we are currently sat is actually where the entrance would have been to the old White Hart Lane, and then they played a video showing loads of fantastic goals and moments through Spurs' history.
I'm not gonna make the joke, but Tottenham lifting silverware to start the intro video, to start the stadium tour.
Then it was time to get started on the tour.
Hey, I hope Jose brings it to you. I hope Jose Mourinho brings it to you.
Glass reception we were able to see from the outside,
so
and I'm told
beautiful.
Has the largest reception screen in the world. Also in there was a time capsule which was built into the floor and isn't to be opened for another 50 years.
Oh, it's a time capsule? That's
has
sick.
A few pieces of Tottenham Hotspur history in there, and also some predictions from the players of what will happen over the next 50 years. We then made our way upstairs so we could check out one of the corporate suites.
It's like a little restaurant
Welcome
there.
to the Lodge, and that is not lodge spelt incorrectly. It basically means small box.
The ins and outs of this seem so bougie, but it's so damn nice.
And unlike a small box, the Lodge has a lot more room, a lot more seats, and the Spurs Stadium has a fair few
Yeah,
of
he's saying
these,
they
as
have
it
a bunch of
allows them
rooms
to
like
get
these,
in
that-
as
like
many
those are sick.
corporate guests or hospitality guests into the stadium as possible. And as you can imagine, it looks pretty good. But obviously, that means it's not very cheap.
So
it is a
amazing.
minimum of 4 tickets per season to sit in here at £10,000 each, with a maximum of 10 tickets at
That look into the pitch, just
Harry
that
Winks-
view would be so perfect to go and watch a game and to have that view of the game at a stadium like that. Seeing Chelsea Tottenham or Arsenal Tottenham playing like that.
Actually
With that
has the
type-
table in
oh.
here for his family and friends.
Be a
And
chef's
as you can
kiss.
see, you get a pretty good view of the stadium and pitch as well. Something that's pretty cool in here is that all the
Some
TV
sick
screens
TVs.
are actually double-sided. So no matter where you sit,
Double-sided
you will
TV,
get a
that's
view
dope.
of the telly. Next up, it was time to head out into the stands, and as I've mentioned, the tickets up here are not cheap, so you do get a fantastic view of the pitch from up here. And again, the seats are padded
Take the seat.
for
Yeah,
comfort,
go on, my guy.
and they're also heated.
Oh my
So
god,
I
seats
was
are recliners.
kept lovely and warm while we were sitting up here. We were given some time to sit and really take in the full surroundings of this just over 62,000 capacity stadium. You'll notice they have
I love that it's still an
giant
outdoor stadium too. Like I thought, like stadiums like these. It's like there's a. I mean,
screens in
like I
every
imagine new
corner
stadiums.
of
I
the
imagine sort
stadium,
of
two of which are the
all
size of
domes. Like
tennis
domes are
courts.
really what I
And
think
you'll
of because you
also
keep the
notice
weather
the glass
elements completely
tiles
out of it.
that run along the edge
But I love that
of
for
the
football
roof,
pitches. They
which
decide
are there
not to.
keep
Like you got to keep the
as
grass
much
healthy, so much
sound
uniform, and
in
it
as
needs fresh air to do
possible
that.
on a match day to make the atmosphere as loud as possible. To my right, we have the south stand, and
Just
as
that
you
whole
can see, it is
grandstand
very
is just
steep.
so-
It's
it reminds me
actually
so much
the
of Dortmund. It's
largest
so beautiful.
single-tier stand in the UK, and the reason it's so steep is how close the stands are to the pitch. They want to have the highest capacity possible in the ground, but still keeping the fans as close to the
My
action
goodness.
as possible. Above the south stand, we have the golden cockerel. Now, this is
I'm
not
actually gonna. I'm speechless just watching this.
original from White Hart Lane. That is actually
I feel like
now
there's a lot
over
of
in the
underground stuff we have to see
house,
too.
but
There's got to be
this
some
is
better
an
amenities too.
enlarged
Like those,
identical
the top
replica,
booths and
which
stuff are
will
nice,
have
but that's
all
stuff you can
of
see
the
when you get a
scrapes
ticket.
and dints that the
I'll see
old
stuff you
one
can't
had,
see.
including the dints caused by Paul Gascoigne Gaza when he tried to shoot pigeons down from the roof
I love that they
of
built
the
a
stadium
walkway
with
up
an
there to
air
that.
rifle, and the only bird he shot was the golden cockerel. One final bit of information before we head back inside, and that is that below the football pitch is an American football NFL pitch. The football pitch can actually slide all the way under the south stand in just 30 minutes and unveil an American football AstroTurf pitch. So they have the option of both at all times.
Pitch color looks a little
whenever it's needed.
torn.
We made our way
That's
back
only from
inside
use.
through the lodge before heading down in the lift, and we got ourselves started on a little bit of a player's walk. As this
The video
staircase
quality
here
in this
where
is
the
amazing.
majority
In
of
fact,
players
the
would
creator
enter
for
the
this
stadium
he did a
on match day
phenomenal
before
job.
heading into
Fantastic
this
creator.
Players entrance. So this is where you'd spot the majority of players making their way through with their headphones on and boot bags in hand before making their way
Oh,
to
where
the
they do the
changing
signing
room.
things
and
or
to start
whatever.
off, we are heading
Media
into
room.
the away changing room. So despite having a brand new, very expensive stadium,
This is
the
a visiting
away
locker room. This is
changing
interesting.
room is pretty standard.
Very
I mean, it is a
simplistic.
very good size to fit in the full away team squad along with the coaches, but in terms of comfort, there really isn't any. But that's exactly what they want for
Keep it plain
the
simple.
away team
Don't let them get too
changing
comfortable.
room. I mean, even the colour scheme
like
is
that.
very standard.
I like that approach.
Blue and white. I mean, they do have a TV screen on the wall for tactics, which is probably more than you get from most away changing rooms. There's a kit bin
Are you
in the
looking
middle
inside
of
the
the
trash
room.
receptacles?
But then as for the players themselves, they have a very simple metal peg to put a coat on, along with a wooden shelf just above, and then a wooden bench to sit on. We made our way out of the away changing room back across the players' entrance and into the home changing room corridor. Now in here you can already start to see some of the Spurs photos of goals and moments across the years, and before heading into the changing room itself, we took a quick look at their warm-up area. They have
the in-stadium fitness center.
The walls are actually reinforced, so they can kick around a football in here if they wanted to, and can typically spend about half an hour in here before they even go out and see the pitch. And now it is finally time to head into the
changing room. Here we are.
And straight away you can spot the difference between the two changing rooms. This one obviously has all of the Spurs shirts hung around the room. On the wall we have
I love that. I mean, obviously I feel like I've seen the changing room from the Amazon documentaries, but
with the golden cockerel printed above, and you can see that every
sort of
player
ins
has
and
their own
outs.
compartment
Beautiful.
with their shirts
So
hung up
beautiful.
and name printed above as well. They all also have a lovely comfy seat to sit on and a small compartment just below for a pair of boots or trainers. Now the floor in here is non-slip, so they can wear boots without worrying about falling over. And you'll also notice the room is in a horseshoe shape, so everyone is facing and focused on the TV for tactics or the manager at the...
It's going to take me some time to process that, so we're going to come back to it. We are going to come back to it.
A team talk.
That's actually amazing, though. I did not think that would be a thing.
Strange-looking things hanging from the ceiling, and they are microphones and cameras which are being used to record the new Spurs Amazon Prime series.
That is so sick.
I'm sure you
that
will
is unreal.
The strange neon light coming from around the bottom of the room.
Now, how can they do that?
It's also a vent, which
is there just like air vents out there, or like
fresh air from the pitch into the changing room on a match day? So whether it's hot or cold, the players can actually acclimatize.
That's so dope. You know what? I'll give them full credit for that.
They're actually able to.
That's like a little unbelievable snippet into like why the extravagant features though, like why you have stadiums like this or like little things like that as to what set them apart. Those are the big things, and I absolutely love that. I think they're super, super sick.
Lights. So now they don't have to move.
Oh, training pool.
I grabbed myself a photo with the Harry Kane shirt
Heading
back down the corridor and into.
I wish they'd have a player to show up on some of these. Obviously, the players are living their own lives. They're not gonna. Their job is on the pitch. They're not really worried about showing up to stadium tours. But it'd be sick to go to one. Player be there.
Lining up before they head out onto the pitch. Now the players can see back through, but it is tinted, and you.
If you guys have seen the stadium in person or have like been there and like toured it, let me know in the comments below. Because let me just know like what was it like for you.
It's 30 grand to join.
This bar is dope.
19 grand a season.
You can see the players as well.
For a minimum of 3 seasons, so it's expensive.
Like, you must have money to like get this type of access where you can see the players.
And
like
now
on the training table or like right next to the pitch, and then go out and watch the game.
Through the Spurs tunnel with golden cockerels on either side heading out underneath the "Come on, you Spurs" sign. And I've got to say, every time I do a stadium tour, this is always the best bit. Stepping out into that brand new stadium, you feel tiny. The stadium is humongous, over
this view, the ground view,
and I
so much better than the one higher.
I can't even begin to imagine how the players must feel stepping out onto that pitch with the home fans cheering them on. Even on that day, the smell of the freshly cut grass.
I got like goosebumps. It's like imagine coming out. Like, I'm not a Tottenham fan by any means, but imagine coming out to a stadium, 66,000 fans strong. All chanting, all getting ready, just you play a game on the pitch. Like, that's unreal.
Well. It was truly incredible.
Even an NFL game on this field would be insane.
Players must feel doing that on a match day. I grabbed myself a seat in the manager's chair to find out what it was like from the dugout, and I can tell you that the seats are heated, which must be nice for the players.
Sea warmers.
And
oh my
just
goodness.
before we head back inside, I mentioned earlier on how the stadium is built to keep the sound in, and we gave that a quick test. Go! That echo is.
I feel like he's having a blast. He's definitely having a good time
on that day. Imagine what it must be like when a goal goes in an actual game. Heading back inside, we get a nice reverse view of the players' tunnel to see where the home and visiting teams will come out from their changing rooms before turning right down the corridor, which is where they have 10 interview rooms. Now, it's actually a requirement.
You know, I think we need to include like either the Liverpool Training Center or the what is it?
So maybe
that's where they do the media
could
stuff.
happen here, and I got my
Or like Anfield, because I feel like I would enjoy that type of tour.
We got to take a peek inside one of the two
American
the
NFL locker room.
They have here, and they have actually signed
this is my stuff here
with the NFL to host 2 games a year for the next 10 years at the Spurs Stadium. And as you can see, the
I love that they've built in NFL locker rooms. This stadium is so perfectly built. Like, it's just so pristine. I do want to see how they would host NFL teams, though. So maybe another video should go to that. I know people said the Richard Hammond documentary has a bit more stuff in terms of like showing the real capabilities of the stadium.
They all have their own heavy-duty chair to sit on. And for our final stop, we are heading into the press room. Now, there is 132 very nice leather seats in here for all the journalists and reporters, and they hold all of their post-match conferences in here. Anything like signings is now done over at the training ground, but for Champions League, they still do their pre-match conferences in here as well. And this room is multifunctional. They do actually offer it out for corporate events and have the capability of becoming a cinema. So if you did ever want that, it is available for you.
Where they would say, take pictures like you're getting signed for the team, stuff like that.
One final bit of information: as we know, White Hart Lane was demolished to make way for the brand new.
That is sick. Taking a bit from the old stadium.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And this flooring we can see here, this whole corridor, is actually made from chippings taken from White Hart Lane when it was demolished, which
the hallowed ground.
I think is fantastic.
Gotta love the old ground. Actually, I mean, Arsenal won the league at White Hart Lane, so
the old stadium, as they have done throughout the ground that we've seen on this tour. And that is it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I'd like to say a massive thank you to Keith and Nathan, the tour guides. They were fantastic. And I've got to say, you know, if you are...
And that's it. Okay, so that, honestly, that was actually a really, really cool stadium tour in general. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is magnificent. It is magnificent anyway. Speechless several times in this video, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed that. Obviously, you guys can let me know your thoughts on the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Would you guys rather see the one where it kind of shows off the amenities of it? I know this is the one that they can turn into an NFL stadium. Plus, we never got to see anybody like go up top or like take the stadium tour up top. So let me know if you guys want to see videos maybe that include those things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I might want to take a look at more stadiums. I really enjoyed taking a look at, just getting to see the luxury and sort of the brand new aspect of this is awesome. It looks so damn beautiful. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys for another video. Peace.